Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Taking a look at the Armored Batman 2.0, the die-cast version, announced by Hot Toys not too long ago. We'll be taking a look deep into this piece and I'll show you some footage of the original one. I used to own the regular version and the battle damage version, and I sold them in the end, not thinking that this would happen with a die-cast version. This really is, I mean, that looks incredible right there. But it was very hard to finally make the decision to sell the originals because they were just so damn impressive. Now here are the sections that are lighter. Those are the die-cast sections of this figure, and I love the fact that the helmet is die-cast. That is really cool. I wish that was the case with the Iron Man die-cast figures by Hot Toys. But this is, I understand the hands not being die-cast. They'd be too heavy, they'd be falling off all the time. So I get that. Would have been nice to have the upper thigh be die-cast as well. There's probably reasons why that's the case, that they've gone with the plastic, but there's enough die-cast on this. These were heavy figures as it was, when they were just plastic, but with the die-cast sections now, I am very, very tempted to try and get one of these in the future. Probably not day one, but later on down the line, I will try and get this back in the collection because it was just such an incredible presence. Say what you want about the movie, I really like the film, and I love the homage that this pays to The Dark Knight Returns of Frank Miller. That beautiful suit that they created back then, bringing it to life on screen. This is some old footage, about 8 years old now, just different pictures I took with the original figures. That Superman was great as well. There's a picture coming up where they seem to be hinting at maybe a new Superman, and that could be down to InArt bringing out their Henry Cavill Superman. Maybe Hot Toys are thinking, well, maybe there's some improvements we can make. And probably now with their most recent kind of paint apps being even more of a leap forward, as we saw with the recent My Thoughts on the Dark Knight Armory set. But this original Henry Cavill BVS Superman, still a great piece. The Justice League version, beautiful, vibrant figure. But yeah, I had a lot of fun photographing the original figure that you see here. And that's a really nice shot there. If I do say so myself, probably shouldn't say it because I took the picture. But yeah, that's another nice one there. Don't be afraid to get your figures wet. Nah, it's not for everyone. But it seemed like a good idea at the time. But yeah, very difficult to. I don't know. I sold them. And I thought to myself, I was at a point where I just had too much stuff. It was crowded, and yeah. Probably would go on my list. This one, I was torn between, do I sell the regular one, this one, or the battle damage version? We don't see the old battle damage version in these pictures. But yeah, anyway, I sold them both. So all the more reason to consider getting this with the new improved paint application and weathering effects that we see here. Look very, very good. And there's a comparison picture coming up, and it looks like the helmet on this new die-cast version completely new and slightly bigger than the old one. So a bigger bucket on this new Armored Batman die-cast figure from Hot Toys, doing what they do best. Let's face it, obviously InArt doing their thing. I've never actually seen an InArt figure in person. A lot of you guys keep asking if I'm going to review the InArt the Batman figure. No is the short answer. I'd love to, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. We've got brand new redesign and highly detailed muscular body. So I believe the new one is the one on the left here, and the old one that I used to own is the one on the right. I like the slightly more tanky look of the old one, and the shoulder, like head to shoulder kind of, probably a bit more realistic on the new one. Still tanky on the new one, but the old one's no slouch. The cape looks slightly, could just be the pose of the cape, the way it's falling there, but yeah, the cape seemed pretty much the same. If you still own the original, unless you really want the die-cast sections, it is an upgrade. Look at the belt on the old one on the right. I don't remember the belt not being gold. I swear mine was. I'll have to go back and check. But I don't know. I don't remember the belt being as grey as that. It's interesting. But there's more detail, more depth into the armour, more, those little indentations and scrapes. They're just a little bit more HD on the new one. Coloring's a bit different. The die-cast sections are gonna add a lot to it with the weight and the realism. Diorama base allowing attachment of Kryptonite Spear. That's cool. It's a nice base. That's the deluxe version. You get the base. Do you have to get the deluxe version to get the battle damage parts? I don't know. See, I've only really looked back into this, but that would be nice if you don't have to get the deluxe version to obtain the battle damage parts. At first I thought it was two separate figures, but it seems to the deluxe version you get all the goodies. But I would display him in a clean look anyway. Not that he's totally clean, but like this, you know. This is the way I would rock him. That's a nice pose. Very nice. The glowing eyes, that's something I loved about the old ones as well. Even when the lights weren't switched on in the head, they still look nice and white. And that was not the case with the Iron Man figures. I wish they did with the Iron Man figures what they did with this older figure. Obviously this is the new one. This is getting confusing, isn't it? This is the new one. What we're looking at here, the old, you know, showcase pictures, you know, those were my old Batman figures. But yeah, this new one, I hope they stick with that. Even when you don't have the eyes switched on, they still look really vibrant and white. So you don't have to have them switched on because they look kind of on anyway, which is something I loved about the originals. And I hope they stick with that on this. So this is the armored Batman. Yeah, this is what confused me, because at first I thought they were two different figures, but it just seems like, yeah, okay, there we go. Deluxe version exclusive. So you get the separate rolling eyeballs, the battle damage armor, the diorama base, LED Kryptonite Spear with the deluxe version. And it seems, yeah, with the regular version you don't get the armored, the battle damage parts. Yeah, so I'd have to go deluxe with this, and that's going to be probably quite expensive. You know, I just go on eBay most of the time. Sometimes I'll go with like Tim Cent on eBay. He can get quite expensive, but he's pretty damn good and reliable. Interchangeable battle damage armors. Yeah, I love the way the gauntlet there, the way the fins are, the spikes. I can't think of what they're called because I'll get in record block. When you hit record, you suddenly get really stupid. Yeah, it looks really good though, the battle damage. The light up Kryptonite Spear. Ooh, the expression there's a little bit goofy looking. That's just, I guess, down to eye positioning. That's a good picture. Right there. I like that. Very, very nice. So it's looking really promising. I'm going to try to get one later on down the line for sure. I'll have to go deluxe because I would like the option for the battle damage parts, and I like that base that he comes with as well. And of course you're going to get the battle damage helmet, aren't you? Exposing his face. So, seems like deluxe is the way to go. For me, anyway. What about you folks? You can let me know. Oh, here's a nice close-up. Let's do the old slow. Oh, look at the teeth. They look very real there. Stubble looks good. Skin texture looks good. Battle damage and the texture on the helmet looks insane. Eyes good, yeah. Mad detail. Crazy. Just insane. Action figures in 2024, huh? Oh man, I was born in 1980, so I just experienced so much evolution in my time already, and it's really, really good time to be a collector, isn't it? Look at that base. So, yeah, I would like that base to have him standing upon. I think it would look pretty damn sick. And yeah, the undersuit. Let's have to wait and see if that's the exact same material they used as last time. But I never had any problems with my original figure. It was a tough, durable. Well, there's the Superman little tease. Maybe we'll get another one, a new one from Hot Toys, or maybe that's just, you know, the old figure they've put in the picture. Looked a little bit more vibrant blue. Maybe it could be the Justice League version they has at his feet there. We'll see. Time will tell. Now, there's a good shot. Eyes looking off to the side, looks good. I like the kind of neck section there, that kind of armor he has. I think that's pretty much it, folks. I think this looks incredible, truth be told. Drop a like on the video, let me know what you think. Always good to hear from you. Thank you for the support. Subscribe if you haven't done already, and check me out on Instagram at DeanKnight333. Take it easy. Bye bye.